Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, June the 4th, almost 8 a.m. Judith and I and Sunshine are going to take a little trip over to the Camotes Islands to spend a few days. It's only about 15 miles over there to the anchorage on the south side, and the wind has just started to come up very lightly from the east. Of course, that's pretty much directly the direction we want to go. So, won't be doing too much sailing going over there. Mostly in the central Visayas, the winds are light and irregular, although predominantly somewhere from the north to the east. Anyway, often wind up being a power boat rather than a sailboat in this area. It's a beautiful day. There are a lot of clouds. There was a big, huge lightning storm. It looked like it was over Cebu City last night. And the same kind of cloud formation seems to be building over to the east. I'll swing the camera around here. But off that way in the distance is Bohol. And over this way, hopefully the sun will not beat up the picture too bad, is Leyte. That's about 35 miles from here. Earlier this morning, just around sunrise, the whole eastern horizon was filled with clouds that were building up into these big thunderheads. Possibly sometime later today, there will be squalls out there, panning around through the north. So, big clouds sitting there over Carmen with the dark underside. That may generate a little rain once those clouds push up against the ridgeline. But it'll just be a sun shower. Anyway, we got the boat all ready to go. I just have to drop the mooring and steer us out of the harbor, and then set the autopilot, and off we go for a nice little trip to the Camotes. Here it is a little bit later in the morning, about 10:15. Somewhat past the halfway point going over here to the Camotes. That little thing sticking up out of the water is not a navigation mark of any kind. I think there's some kind of fish attractors or something like that. Find those things spotted around in the water in various places. Anyway, that's looking over towards the north. And there's a ferry boat out there in the distance, kind of headed over towards Leyte. Or they may be going over to the north side of the Camotes. Out there in the distance, that's the southwestmost point of the main island. We'll go around that to the south and then along the coast for a couple of more miles to get to the anchorage. See that big old dark cloud sitting over the island. Scanning around, looking under the clouds, in some places around the horizon can actually see the rain falling out of the clouds. This is around through the south. There's another one of those little fish attractors or whatever they are. And another ferry boat. I believe that one is coming out of Danao. So they have the ferries that run between Danao and the Camotes. Some of them are big enough that you can bring a car or a motorbike across with you. And of course, back that way, Cebu. And where we left a couple hours ago. That's the ferry boat coming from Danao. I'm not sure if those things that float out there in the water are fish attractors or what exactly they are. But there's a boat with a couple of fishermen in it, and they're hanging around out there. So maybe they're having some good luck out there. That water isn't particularly shallow. As far as I know, out in this area, it's hundreds of feet deep. And there is some more fishermen close by. Another fish attractor. Evidently, they're doing well over there. They're waving to us. I think they want us to come over and buy fish from them. But I'm not going to do that. Because I don't like to get close to the local boats with my boat. A couple more are out there in the distance. Well, say what you will about Filipinas, but there's a 45-year-old mother of 4 and grandmother of 1.